All right. Daniel will be back over the next 2 hours, but for right now, we are going to push him to the side and let him get a little bit of rest.
Hey, musical chairs here.
And our man Larry's going to come in. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Jim.
We'll see you next hour.
Definitely.
All right, we're going to talk about something else, a little bit different. How about steel, baby? Stiletto textured cuff bracelet. Coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. It is the last show at this introductory price. Get it now before the price goes up. The ultra-durable stainless steel makes this versatile cuff a smart choice. The subtle texture adds just the right amount of interest. Wouldn't you say, Larry? Absolutely. Larry's mic is not on yet, so I shouldn't have probably said anything. Tune in, 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And I want to say something right here before we let Larry in. The love and respect that I have for this guy and his brand, I could have worn any watch tonight. I don't get to wear a watch now for a couple of weeks. I wore a Stuhrling. That's the watch I chose to wear. Thank you for coming in,
Hey,
my
Coach.
friend.
My pleasure. Wouldn't have missed it for the world. You know, I wasn't expecting much on this trip. This was kind of a pop-in, but you know what? I've had a ball here. It's been great to celebrate the first anniversary. Things have been really flowing. We've offered some great deals today. And, you know, take a look at what we've got here, Jim. This is actually...
This is a surprise.
This is really very, very special. This is, of course, our Targa. And I'm going to let you introduce the piece, but I'll tell you what's special about it. It's the original Targa with the Ronda StarTech, Jim.
This is the big deal, V90306. This is the original Targa setup with a Swiss Ronda quartz chronograph, 10th of a second movement. Big date at the 12. Listen to me. $119 with the Swiss movement. With the calfskin leather strap, the very soft Italian leather strap, with the contrast stitching. Big bad boy, too. What's the size on this?
This is 48, Jim, 47.5 to 48. But here's the thing. This was the original Targa that we made on the leather strap. You know, it was a thing that we did. We weren't sure about it, and it took off like a shot. And we immediately followed it up with our Targa 24, our Targa 24 Pro. We went to the Citizen Miata to bring the price down to make it more affordable. And these have kind of been tucked away. We're not real deep on this, but we emptied the vault for the anniversary because we've sold way more of the Targa 24s with the Citizen. This is the one with the more expensive movement. And take a look at the anniversary pricing that we're doing here for your anniversary to get it actually for less than the Targa Elite, the Targa 24 Pro, the Targa 24.
So you're going to get the Swiss movement for less than what you've done with the Japanese movement.
Correct.
$29 a month, less than $1 a day, puts this watch on your wrist. All you got to do is choose silver tone or black dial, and you're on your way. I'm going to give the black over to Mary. She's going to try that on. Now, if you get the silver tone, very much that vintage racing look. First off, you have the tri-compacts layout, and that means you have the sub-dial set at 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions. Then you have the two-tone effect. You've got the black masking with silver tone outer ring and silver tone sub-dials. This is very reminiscent of a mid to late 60s race car inspired type of watch. Obviously, this is much larger. It's on a grander scale. It's got more detail than you would expect for the price. Folks, do what you got to do to own this, because this is a classic look, a watch that really you don't ever see. Now, last time we brought out a different variation a couple of months ago. You kind of just, brought it back out of mothballs. They were gone. They sold out immediately.
Correct.
Now that's going to happen here tonight, so make sure you don't miss out.
Absolutely. It's got a domed crystal as well, Jim. But I think one of the distinguishing characteristics of the Targa is the crisp-cut bezel. But also one of my favorite features is the conical style pushers, Jim. They're conical, Jim. They're absolutely
They're
conical.
bugle-shaped.
Okay, bugle. Bugle-shaped conical style pushers.
Indeed.
Yeah. Very much of a race car inspired piece. Many of you might even recognize this look beyond what Jim had said about an early 60s. We've seen many looks out there. A lot of companies are doing a look like this, and we took our whack at it
One in
a few
particular.
years back.
It's very popular.
Oh, definitely so.
$29 a month. Full price is only $119. Now, here's the deal. You're getting the anniversary price. Now, if you want to pay nearly, I don't know, 80 bucks more, you can always wait till my anniversary show is over tonight, and the price will go up, and you're welcome to spend more. Why would you want to do that? Do it now. Get the best price. Honestly, it's not even about the price. It's the fact that they're even available, because they're not going to be later. The strap is going to fit up to about a 9 to 9¼ inch wrist as it ships, down to about a 7¼ inch wrist. You can obviously punch additional holes and go even smaller if you'd like. So you got a very generous strap built in, 2 keepers, solid 316L stainless steel. The other cool thing is, for a chronograph, this is very, very slim. This is about 10 millimeters in overall thickness from case back to crystal. Again, everybody can wear this watch. And you're wearing it with a suit.
Yeah.
By the way, only about 50 in the black.
This black is pretty stealthy, Jim.
Yeah,
you know, I wouldn't necessarily pair it with a suit, but I'll tell you.
I think it actually looks really good with a suit. If you were doing a black shirt with a black suit, that monotone kind of look, that would look hot.
Yeah.
Because just enough of the high polished steel would pop out, and everything else is blacked out. That would be a super stealthy look.
Yeah, great everyday guy's kind of a timepiece here. Great sport watch. Low on the wrist. Auto-correctional big date, of course, with the Ronda StarTech. All metal parts, completely repairable. 6 jewels in this movement. You don't typically find, of course, jewels in quartz movements.
Yeah, and if you do, it's usually 1 to 3 jewels. You get a 6 jewel movement. Again, there's not a great amount of tension in the movement like there is in a mechanical, where you have the tension of that tightened up mainspring. But what this does is it adds to the longevity of the movement. Typically, a quartz movement, the lifespan is expected to be 20 to 25 years. And that's a long time. No service required, just changing out batteries. When you get into a jeweled movement, especially 5, 6, 7 jewel movements, you're going to get probably another 5 years or more, maybe as long as 10 years additional, because of the reduced friction within that movement, less components to break down. And that's why it's important.
Yeah, I'm really happy we were able to find these. And I think when we came, we brought maybe 150 pieces total ballpark between these 2 executions, maybe a little bit more than that.
Well, there's 3 dozen left in the black,
okay,
right here.
I don't know where we stand total, but after this, there really are no more. I mean, we're not making this we're not making this movement anymore with this. We're making them now with the
about
Citizens.
more than a third have sold out, and they're going to keep on going.
Don't miss that, guys.
We're going to see what else we got going on here. I have no idea what the next watch is, but it may be chilly. It may be Alpine Cool.
How about one of our all-time bestsellers?
And you know what? Do we even have the blue before I get all excited? We do. All right. The blue is the one that everybody goes for. Now, I know Larry loves the new bronze tone, and it is hot. These are the newest colors. But the blue is the one that consistently sells out, that everybody wants to get. You've been waiting for it to come back in stock. Here it is, silver tone blue in the mechanical, automatic, skeletonized 45 millimeter Alpine. Woo!
You know, guys, a lot of you out there participated in our top value a few weeks ago with the Alpine Challenge.
What a mesh that was.
It really was a beautiful mesh bracelet, and we're actually now doing some new things with that mesh bracelet. Many of you watch geeks out there know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was very funny, Jim. And by the way, anybody out there who has that mesh bracelet, it will fit.
Indeed.
It will fit, or also that strap that came with it. If you have the new Alpine leather strap, it will fit the lugs on this piece because it is the exact same case. But be that aside, let's talk about this piece. We have a skeletonized mechanical automatic timepiece, Jim. It's one of our all-time best sellers. It is actually our #1 selling timepiece from our Lifestyles collection of all time. We've sold many, many thousands of the Alpines. Now, by the way, we're seeing here sold on ShopNBC 1,500, but let's not get confused here.
That's just this particular color.
That's this particular V number, which is, there were actually 3 colors here, but the original 3 colors was a different SKU on Shop, and we sold many, many more thousands there. But the point is, on the Alpine, we've sold many thousands. And I think one of the big characteristics on this, Jim, is the domed crystal.
And there it is right there in all of its glory. I love, and I know this is a favorite feature of yours, the scalloped edges on the case. And that shows a lot of detail work that a lot of other brands probably wouldn't bother to put into their case.
Well, absolutely. Everything about this model is a little bit puffed out, Jim. One of my favorite characteristics is the chakram style bezel. Okay? You know what a chakram is, Jim?
I'm hoping you'll describe that.
Well,
did you
ever used to watch
No.
Xena the Princess Warrior?
No, but thank you for giving them a free plug.
Well, they're done now, aren't they?
Syndication, yes.
Okay, but she had a weapon
She had a weapon.
and it would fly.
She had 2 weapons, I think.
Yeah, but the one I'm talking about is the one that flew like a Frisbee. It was
So it's not the sword.
no, the chakram.
Okay, it was like a Frisbee.
Okay, well, take a look at that bezel, Jim.
Fantastic.
You see it?
No.
It's a chakram-style bezel.
I believe you.
Okay, another distinguishing characteristic is that big bulbous-style crown, Jim.
And there it is right there. By the way, oh, we lost it.
Yeah, you know what?
I go to point out a detail. I'm going to show it to you in the blue.
Yeah, check this out,
There is
guys.
a wonderful rubber O-ring that gives you additional grip as you turn the crown.
And of course, also, this wouldn't be the Alpine without the propeller-style faceplate, Jim. With the 12, 4, and 8 here on the blue one, of course, that blue propeller-style faceplate, and of course, the cigar-style hands.
Indeed. By the way, filled with very bright luminescence. It's a vivid watch at night. Listen, you want a great, fun watch. You want a serious movement. You want crazy luminescence. You buy this watch for only $99.
Check that out.
Oh, my goodness. 3 value pays of $33.23. Larry brings the goods, baby. He brings the fun stuff. Next hour, you're going to see the elegant stuff. I'm wearing one of my favorite watches in my entire collection, the Stuhrling Tourbillon. Wouldn't have it any other way. My grand goodbye show for the next few weeks, and I end it with a Stuhrling watch on my wrist.
Anybody out there who's never owned a Stuhrling, let me invite you in to try the Alpine. I think it'd be a good starter piece for anybody who's never owned a Stuhrling.
All right, Mr. Larry is going to take off for just a little bit. Thank you, my friend. He'll be joining me again next hour. And if we're lucky, we'll get a chance to see this. V91401. Oh, I'm hearing last call on it. These are almost gone. Silvertone black. This is the Spirit. 3 dozen left. This is basically the Saturnalia in a sporty configuration. $198.27 for value pays of $50 a month. It's a mechanical automatic with a double retrograde day, retrograde date. Now, in case you're blissfully unaware, this tomorrow coming up, I don't know, sometime tomorrow, what do we have here? 2 p.m. Eastern. It is the Stiletto. That's like stiletto, but a little bit different. Stiletto textured cuff bracelet. Last show at the introductory price. Make sure you grab it, my friends. Grab it, grab it. Be here tomorrow afternoon. All right. It is time to rock the house. Mr. Larry Magen is back with Stuhrling Original. He is the president of North American Operations and still has the greatest hair on television. How are you, buddy?
Good, Jim.
Good
Hey,
to see
listen, going great. You know, we're winding down there. We're getting down to the last hour and a half, I guess, or hour and 40 minutes now before it's all over. And, you know.
Stop saying it like that. It's not all over.
Well, I don't mean it that way. But, you know, listen, we came to play. We came to bring the deals. Take a look at this. Now, I don't think you've seen our new
Whoa.
I don't think you've seen our new Millennia Sport, Jim. This, correct me if I'm wrong. Have you seen this yet?
Whoa.
Have you seen this yet?
I want to hold on for 1 second. There are 2 things I'm wowing about.
Yes.
One, the watch is sick, and I love the strap. The price is $89?
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, of course, many of you have seen when we had the Millennia, I believe, on a once only. I think it was 108 or 113, something like that. This is the brand new Millennia Sport. And yes, we did use the case size of the Millennia XT for anybody of you that know our Millennia series. Okay, we had the original Millennia, then the XT was the larger case. This is the larger case size. This is the brand new Millennia Sport. Same dynamic, well-proportioned to no-shape case, but we sported it up, Jim. 2 executions here, black PVD cases. But take a look at the electric yellow and
But
the
this is your
electric
favorite
orange.
here.
Well, you know I love orange, Jim. But both of these are so striking. And then look what we did with this rubber strap with the leather inserts. Jim, take it away.
Yeah, now you may be familiar with seeing maybe leather with rubber attached to it. This is a rubber strap with leather stitched into the rubber. Now, I don't recall ever seeing that before.
I don't think you've
And that
seen
looks
these
like
yet.
hand stitching.
Yeah, I don't believe that you've seen
No,
these.
I've never seen this watch.
That's what I thought.
This is
Okay.
brand new to my eyes.
Yeah, it's hot. Now, you know, when you look at the other one, you have the black leather with the yellow stitching. This is a little more striking with the orange leather.
This is more sportified.
Well, I think they're both hot, but I would agree
Take a look
with
at
you.
this movement, too.
And, of course,
So we got
we're
20 jewels, skeletonized, Beautiful automatic movement. Now, folks, $89, and it's not even a quartz. It's a true mechanical automatic. Do you realize the value that you've got here?
Yeah, this is great. And again, you know, listen, there's different things going on here. You can have one watch out here for 300 and 400 and 200. But here we come at you with what we're known for, our skeletonized mechanical automatic timepieces, perfectly well-proportioned to no-shape case. Very dressy timepiece from the standpoint of our millennia, but now in a sport version with the rubber strap.
Coming at you, right? You're coming at us like a rabid squirrel.
This is hot, and I'm waiting.
This is nuts.
I don't want to just grab it out of your hand, Jim, but I want to get the orange on my wrist, and I want to get Mary into the act as well. Okay? Is that all right, Jim?
It's
okay, well,
totally fine.
I just want to see what
I'm going to give the yellow to Mary. You can have the orange.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay, Coach.
That was a shocking experience. $89.42, baby. 4 value pays. You get to bring home a decorated, skeletonized, to no shape, mechanical automatic for $22 a month. How do you even explain that? You don't. You can't. It doesn't. It's not logical.
Yeah, and you know, Jim, I know we have a very, very educated, sophisticated audience watching our show tonight. A lot of the hardcore guys are out there. A lot of the regulars are out there. However, for anybody new to watchmaking passing by, in case you're not aware, there's no battery in this watch. This is a mechanical automatic. It's running off of a spring. You have all these little bits and pieces of metal and springs and coils and gears and inanimate objects all strung together in such a way that it's keeping near perfect time, Jim.
It's creating the symphony of time on your wrist.
Absolutely, and at this kind of a price
Speaking
point.
of symphony.
And so I want to reach out to new people that have never tried a Stuhrling, Jim.
When is the symphony coming back?
The Time Master Symphony?
Yes. We love that
good
watch.
question. Not sure. I know we're going to have a monster rotation in our next trip in here.
Yep.
We got all kinds of new things planned. And
Do you know when your rotation is?
we're waiting for the dates, Jim.
Tell me it's after the 17th.
I'm not sure. It could be 2 or 3 weeks from now. Could even be as much as 4 weeks. We're still...
Because I know what you're bringing out in your next. Can we tell them?
Sure, go ahead.
Really?
I mean, I don't know
All right.
which one. I don't know which one.
Sneak peek. If you guys missed out on this watch here, Stuhrling's latest tourbillon, you can't have mine. This man is bringing back a new tourbillon. Now, I don't know, like Larry said, which one it's going to be.
Yeah.
The next time you see Larry, strike that. After next hour, the next time you see Larry, you will see a brand new tourbillon. Now, one version will be elegant like this, but there's going to be a sport tourbillon. I won't say what it is. I won't give that away. One of those will be coming next time, and then one will be coming the time after. So they're all coming soon.
But, you know,
So, there you
that's
go.
absolutely true. And I think one of the relevant points in even bringing that up is the same company that is going to bring you a tourbillon on television, and we have in the past as well, can also bring you a mechanical automatic, a skeletonized mechanical automatic timepiece for under $100.
Folks, it's $89.42.
You know, so much about this case. We love this case. We have, you know, our Millennia series. It's about the triple grooves on the side of the case, the CNC machining. But to me, it's one of our really most beautiful to no shape cases that we make. I mean, look, you know, you like round cases, you like rectangular cases. Do you have a really well-proportioned to no shape case? Now, what Jim is doing here, he's actually winding the watch, and you can see the mainspring tightening up. That big coil right there, the barrel has been cut away so you can see the coil. And that's one of the beautiful things about owning a skeleton, is that you can actually see the mainspring and see how much time is remaining. And then you look at the beautiful sweep of the second hand. It doesn't have that click, 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 Jim. It's got a nice sweep to it like an automatic should. And then over there at the traditional 9 o'clock position, you can see the oscillating balance wheel at 21,600 vibrations per hour, which comes down to 6 beats per second, Jim.
And then
over here, that little woodpecker that's bouncing up and down, that's the pallet fork. And it's releasing the power into the drivetrain on the regulator wheel. Guys, listen to the right voices, and you'll make the right choices. And I'm here to tell you what's up. We came to play. You play to win the game, Jim.
What's up?
I'm excited.
What's up?
I want to invite new people who have never owned a Stuhrling. Of course, I want Stuhrling Nation to jump on this. You know I do. I love Stuhrling Nation. But if you're not part of Stuhrling Nation, here's your chance to jump in with a properly made Skelton mechanical automatic timepiece. And by all means, if you don't have a Skelton in your collection, what are you waiting for? Here's a great opportunity right now.
Get it. Get on the phone now and pick it up. It's $89. I'm going to tell you right now, love the strap or hate the strap, don't worry about it. You're buying a mechanical automatic in this killer watch for 89 bucks. You could do two things here. You can wear it sporty the way it is, and if you feel like wearing it to the office, you pop off this strap, throw on a leather or an alligator or an ostrich or a shark or whatever you want, and it will instantly transform this watch into something completely different. Yeah, it's got yellow or orange trim around the dial ring, but it's going to give you an explosion of color with whatever suit you're wearing. You could go both ways with this watch so easily. Sport or dress, no worries at all.
You know, I know you expect me to say this, but I love this strap, Jim. I really do. I love it just the way it's made. It feels very, very comfortable on my wrist. But like Jim said, if you're one of those kinds of guys that collects watches and you like to switch out your straps, well, then go ahead and have a picnic. Anyway, listen, guys, this is a new piece for 2010. I don't know if we aired it before. Maybe it's aired here on our last trip in. I don't think you've seen it, Jim.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, so this might be the second airing of this piece, but it is brand new for 2010, the Millennia Sport. We did use the larger case, and there's a lot more to come in our Millennia series, Jim.
And there it is, baby. You choose orange or yellow, but get it on your wrist right now. Look at the individually applied hour markers as they're hand-laid into that very slim trim ring, that outer flange, that dial ring that goes around the movement. You could still easily read the hours. You have the orange tipped hands. Do they have yellow tipped hands on the other one? Yes, it does.
Yep.
So you've got that play of color going through. What's the center sweep hand on the yellow? Because this one has a yellow one.
Yeah, on this one, it is...
Is it black?
No, yeah, you know what? It is black. Take a look.
It is. So you've got, it's actually gunmetal to match the movement. So if you're buying the orange, your center sweep hand is yellow. If you buy the yellow, it actually looks like it has a gunmetal center sweep hand.
You know, I'm going to tell you, if you're one of those kind of guys that you like this timepiece,
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me that a lot of guys are picking up both, because there happen to be 3 other colors in this Millennia Sport.
And they're going to keep on coming.
No, I don't know if they're going to keep on coming or not, Jim, but we did make 5 executions. These are the first 2, and I think we're going to be busting out the next 3 on the next show, I believe. There's a red one and so forth.
You know what else is busting out?
Green, yeah.
Greg in California. His excitement is busting out over the phone. How are you tonight, Greg?
Hey, I'm great. How are you doing, Jim? And congratulations.
Well, thank you so very much. Thank you for joining me for this rather auspicious occasion.
Hello, Greg.
Yeah, hi, Larry. How
Hi.
you doing?
Wonderful.
So what brings you to the show tonight, Greg?
I had to jump on that Spirit. I think I got one of the last ones, the silver and black.
Oh, very nice.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, because I had a chance to air the Spirit last night.
Right.
We had a great time with it.
That's great. You know, I was actually watching you do that while I was packing.
You were packing up at the time?
Yeah, I was
You were
packing.
folding your socks?
Yeah, I was getting my bags packed to come to Minneapolis.
So what was it about Stuhrling that tripped your trigger on that particular watch?
Well, I have a Saturnalia.
Oh,
I bought it a little over a year ago, and it's that beautiful one with the white dial and the blue hands.
I'm sorry, but it is really hard to top a Saturnalia. That watch was absolutely epic in every way.
Oh, yeah. And I did have a problem with it, and I had to send it back, and they were just spot on correcting the problem and getting back to me very promptly.
Yes, Stuhrling has nearly legendary customer service. You know what? No company can be perfect. No company can make a perfect product. But what stands out is how they take care of somebody if the product is anything less than perfect. And Larry, you have a stellar reputation for that.
Well, we try very hard, and as you correctly pointed out, Jim, nobody's perfect. But, you know, we made tremendous strides, and we're continuing to try to improve even greater. But thank you, Greg, for saying that. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I have the Millennial, the silver and the black.
Oh, okay.
One of the original ones. I also have the Brumalia. And if you have any more of those blue Alpines left, I would suggest somebody jump right on that, because I own one of those too.
How comfortable, by the way, is that Alpine?
Oh, it's extremely comfortable. You don't even know you have it on.
It's a fun watch, great curvature, easy to wear. And no matter where you go, people are going to look at it, stare at it, comment on it. And the great thing is you didn't have to spend a whole bunch of money to get that kind of look.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Larry, I wanted to let you know that I have one of the few Lupas that Stuhrling Original built.
Well, we don't exactly call it the Lupa, Greg, but thank you very much, and I know exactly what you're talking about. We had a watch with a big dome crystal in a tonneau-shaped case. And I know what you're referring to. It's got some similarities there, but
right.
I don't know where you got that, but congratulations.
Oh, it's a beautiful watch, and I really prize it.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Greg, thank you for sharing time with us on this great night. It was a pleasure having you on the show, and please do call back again in the future.
Thanks, Greg.
All right. Thank you.
Take care.
Peace.
So he obviously loves Stuhrling. I'm betting he paid a pretty penny for that very special edition
Yeah,
you
that
were
was
just
special,
discussing.
all right.
But the Millennia, which, by the way, is as I understand it, is spelled M-I-L.
Yes, it is.
Or did you change it?
No, it's
To be
M-I.
cool.
M-I-L-L,
Okay.
yeah.
Just making sure. I didn't know because we do strange things.
All right, now
Tell us about this watch very quickly because I
All right,
can't
well,
hear it.
this is the new version of the Manchester Aussie. It's the Manchester Aussie 2. We're not going to have time to show it, but curved case. Anybody out there watching the show, take a look at the price. It's actually lower than any Manchester Aussie we have ever sold, and this is the new version, the 2 with the curved case. Extremely comfortable, mechanical automatic. Do not miss it. Great opportunity on the anniversary price, Jim.
And, by the way, fewer than 100 pieces remain. It's going to go quickly. By the way, we've got a brand new R-Top value about ready to kick off over here. It's very gadgety. It's for Tech Week. We got a Tech Week boutique going on. It is the E-Matic 4-gig touchscreen MP3 player and video recorder, and you're also going to get a cool bundle of accessories to go with it. If you're not with it, man, if you're not with the digital age, get up off your butt, put that 8-track back, put that cassette down, and get into the world of digital music and video. With the Electronics Connection, Brian Kessler is going to come out here and blow your mind at midnight Eastern. Right now, we're going to go into something so cool, so easy to wear, and so inexpensive, you're going to wonder what the catch is. V91304. The lowest price point in the entire 3-day long event is also one of the coolest watches, and I want to tell you flat out, while the green is nice, I like the green. The blue is your everyday wearable watch, blue jeans, whatever. It is a combination of black and blue, which is a rich yet subtle contrast.
Mm-hmm.
This is $67.26. Actually, it's not the least expensive of the event. You missed it by about 80 cents or something.
Which
anyway,
one?
There was an Invicta that was $66 and change. But you were really close, man.
Well, I'll tell you what,
there. You're on the cusp.
I was sitting here as we're putting this up there wondering, have we ever had a Stuhrling Original, period, this low?
I don't believe so.
Well, I know
now,
we had,
this is a 46-millimeter case.
Right, we did have a ladies' piece once. The Daphne was, I think, 59 or 60. But on the men's side, I don't know if we had a Stuhrling Original ever this low. But you're absolutely right, Jim.
46-millimeter case, solid 316L stainless steel. You'll get a black IP, polished look bezel, textured dial, textured silicone-based rubber strap, which means it's very soft and pliable. Larry, you cannot help but love this watch and then really love the price on top of it.
Well, Jim, this is our Monterey Bay. It's new for 2010. You're absolutely right. It's from our Concorso series in our Sportsman's collection. And, of course, our Concorso series is getting quite extensive now. I think you all by now recognize the look, inspired by a very high-end Swiss brand, a race car-inspired look, and a great entry point for anyone out there to get into the Stuhrling Original line, to get into our Sportsman's collection here at $67. But a Swiss movement in the piece, Jim, as well. But what we did, as Jim correctly pointed out, from our original Monterey, which was just an entry level for the Concorso, we went 2 millimeters larger, and we sported it up with the colored straps, the colored executions, and we made it very affordable. If you have never owned a Stuhrling Original, even if you're one of those guys that likes those, you know, massive 50-millimeter pieces and spend hundreds of dollars, here is a great knockaround every day. Swiss movement timepiece, beautiful silicone rubber strap with the tire tread design. You see the tire tread design. You see the serpentine pattern on the dial,
It's like skid marks right through your dial.
Yeah, you see the serpentine skid marks on the dial. But hey, guys, you know the look. It is inspired by a look of thousands of dollars. Jump into Stuhrling Original. Join Stuhrling Nation. I'm trying my best to reach out to new people tonight. That's what we decided we were going to do. We didn't load this up with tourbillons and all kinds of new pieces. We left that to some of the other big boys here tonight. But we're going to be bringing our heat in a few weeks. But we did bring some great entry-level pieces here, Jim.
I've left a few skid marks in my day. I've actually left some right here out in the parking lot.
Guys, don't miss this.
All right, we got to go.
Join the nation. Join the nation. Here we go.
Stoney in Washington. How are you tonight, Stoney?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
Doing awesome. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, I picked up that Millennium.
Fantastic.
How incredible was that?
I got that in Larry's favorite color of orange.
Far out. Thank you, Stoney.
Yes. It reminds me of that black Led Zeppelin I bought from you a while back.
Yeah, the Zeppelin. Mm-hmm.
And I just received the Cinnabon watch the other day. The 50 millimeter mechanical.
Yeah, the Chernobog.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
No, I call it the Cinnabon because it looks good enough to eat.
Okay. All right.
I dig that.
All right, I can go with that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, Stoney, what is it about Stuhrling that you enjoy, that you'll come back model after model, time after time?
Well, because I like Larry's hair. He's got a lot more than I do.
You know, I really don't understand this whole business with the hair. What's the big deal?
You have the coolest
Look,
hair, man.
You know what it is? I blow dry my hair, so sue me. I blow dry my hair, so therefore I have the coolest hair. There's lots of guys out there, Jim.
You have a very manicured, very made
there
for TV look. You should be a model with that. Look at that.
Look, there's lots of guys out there, Jim, that blow dry their hair.
Look at that.
So look, just because a guy blow dries his hair, oh, you got the greatest hair in television. Come on now. All right, well, thank you, but I don't like it to be all flat. You know what I'm saying, Jim?
I understand.
So I blow dry it, so you have to make fun, but that's okay.
No. I'm being totally serious.
All right. Anyway, listen, guys, back to the watches here. Listen, I want everybody, thank you so much, Stoney. You know how much I appreciate the love. I always will take all the love I can get. But I want everybody to, is there anything you can say to the people out there that haven't joined Stuhrling Nation yet?
Well, they got to get on the bandwagon here because they're missing out on some really fine timepieces.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much, Stoney. You know how much I appreciate the support.
Stoney, thank you so much. I got to let you go because we're out of time on this already, but thank you for calling in.
Okay, you guys have a good evening.
You do the same.
Thank you, Stoney.
We love that. I've had Stoney on the show a couple of times now. I love seeing that name pop up. He's got a lot of excitement, a lot of passion for watches, just like Larry does. But Larry's got to go, man. He's got to go. He's going to run, but he's going to come back next hour to tantalize you and delight you with more great deals. But right now, you want to get yourself toned up, you want to lean yourself out, you get yourself a body blade. That's right, body blade. Well, at least you guys gave me 20 seconds to air it, right? So we're going to do our best in the next couple of months to bring back the rest of that 500 of the series. Yeah, sold out. Bye. Boy, the internet just gets you, doesn't it? I hope those of you that had to see it live, I hope you're able to get it. I really do. The good thing is I don't have to field the emails about it because I have my out of office already set for 3 weeks. I don't get emails. So if you're angry that you didn't get a chance to buy it because you waited to see it live, I know how you feel. I wanted you to see it. I'm glad we at least got to air it. My good man, Mr. Larry Magen, he is back. He's going to bring out Stuhrling to you. How are you, buddy?
Hey, I'm just great. Now, listen, you know what's kind of interesting about what's happening here tonight?
What's happening here tonight?
For the first time in a long time, it seems like we're in a very fluid situation where rules are just being thrown out the window.
Oh, yeah,
Michael was over on the sideline with kind of a dumbfounded look on his face right there about what just happened. We're changing orders. And I guess here, extending to Stuhrling Original now on the Millennia Sport, they called me back in. I was just here a few minutes ago. They said, get back in here. We were down to like about 300 units left. We came in heavily loaded. Thank you all. Congratulations. They said, get back in here on it. So I haven't seen them do this kind of fluid situation in a long time, Jim.
Yeah, we've been a lot more structured lately, but tonight we throw caution to the wind, and we're just going for it.
They're rolling with the program here.
The overall size, because this is the Millennia XT, the overall size is really like wearing, I would say like wearing a 44 millimeter round size case. Now it's 46 by 43, which means nothing to most people. Figure it like this, you're wearing a 44 millimeter overall diameter.
Yeah, beautifully well-proportioned tonneau-shaped case. We're back out here. We're down to about 300 units combined total on the yellow and the orange. A lot of people, I guess, were, lighting up the phone on this. And here we go. Straightforward, mechanical automatic, but in a tonneau-shaped case. Ask yourself, do I own a Skelton mechanical, and do I own one in a tonneau? Here it is in a sported-up version, one of our classiest, most well-engineered cases that we've done. Curved topside. It's got the triple grooves on the side. These two executions, black PVD cases, the rubber strap with the leather insert, mechanical automatic. Listen, guys, I'm really thrilled, really excited that so many, and I'm hoping that many of the people that have already picked it up are going to be new to Stuhrling Nation. As you know, just a few moments ago, Jim, I was pleading with new people, inviting them to come in and try. For us, that is what
This is a screaming deal. Forget the price for 1 minute. Realize you are getting a slimline, double-curved, tonneau-shaped case with a true mechanical automatic. It's not just any automatic. It is decorated, it is engraved, and it is skeletonized. All of that work coming together in a 20-jewel masterpiece